What is this?
Maybach music.
I like this Maybach music. Sweet.
Sweet.
Niggas wanna see you lose when you're making moves. We bringing tools in any rooms, we try to break the rules. Niggas is haters, they ain't goons, we try to make a fool. I never thought I'd make fourth before I made the news. Having a threesome with some bitches, it still ain't a muse. I pick and choose from my juice like I live.
I'm just glad this nigga back rapping and keeping his ass off social media.
Getting split in two.
Mika 10 on the mic, bro. That nigga,
when he gets serious, yes.
when that nigga social media bring his brand down so bad.
His interviews whack too.
Yeah, he has no personality. I fucks with him, but
the young boys ain't messing with me like that no more, for sure.
Well, I mean, the thing about it, though, is like he kind of made himself look stupid in certain many ways, but also it's like shit, he done got grown.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, man, you hear our voice.
Yeah. Naturally.
Man, it's your boy Antoine the Source.
Man, this knowledge, man. We got little bros all in the building.
Man, blood bros in the building, a brother from another man in the building, bro. I'm going to just let them introduce themselves. I'm going to just say, man, you know, it's always good to be back in the studio. Man. You know what I'm saying? You know, we'll let the real one sit down, chop it up. So I'm going to let the next voice you hear, man, I'm going to let them go from, the right to left.
Man, it's smooth in the bitch in this house.
Yeah, for real.
Damn.
Goddamn.
Twin done did it again.
The
twin, man. What it do, man? It's your boy Trey Houston, also known as Trace on SWAVE, one half of the Houston Twinz.
Man, what it do, what it is, man. It's your boy SWAVE Way Day Houston, one half of the Houston Twinz, man. We rocking that with unspoken conversation right now with Big Bro right now.
Nah,
really.
Houston
and Dallas, man. Then I ain't gonna lie, we brought my brother. B. Hayes, man, you know what I'm saying?
I'll be on the lookout for
Yeah, it's your boy B. Hayes up in here, man.
Smooth operator, man.
Sure.
Nah, man.
Smooth operator.
SWAVE niggas been the topic.
Nah,
man, I'm glad y'all came
boys
up
swagged out too.
Nah,
I'm still in something. I'm still in either
Big bro, we call it the Judy.
Judy me,
baby. R.P. Lou.
Judy Supreme, R.P. Lou for shit show.
Hey man, Scoot, huh?
It's natural.
What up, on?
Well, look, that's
Nah.
It ain't going that way. No. We ain't gonna even get the politics. It's just Judy me.
It's love from our sides. I'm gonna just say that it's love from our sides. We ain't pushing none of that. We pushing player. We pushing all this. You know what I'm saying? The SWAVE way.
The SWAVE shit, man.
Community leaders.
Hey man, I just want to say first of all, I'm glad y'all pulled up, came up north. You know, to rock with us. It's been a while since we've been in the studio, so it's good to come back with new energy, man. You know, some young energy in the building. Yeah. You know, sometimes they get tired of hearing the gray-haired beard. You know what I'm saying? You want to hear the younger perspective.
It's hard for y'all to lead the age, ain't it?
Man, yeah, wow. It ain't no point.
It's too beautiful out there, man.
Before we go there, man, I got to give y'all flowers, bro. From where y'all came, bro, how long y'all been doing it? Feel about like, what,
5 years?
5 years now?
Man, we
6 years. 6 years.
This is, hold on. Nah, this is 7.
7 years.
But look at the growth. Look at the growth. Look what it came to.
Yeah,
and
man.
I listen to y'all like I'm a real fan of the podcast. I'm on YouTube with it. Even say if I'm listening to y'all all day, I'm still finna go home and watch the visuals. You get what I'm
you know what's
saying?
funny? He'll hit me up with just like something I said, bro.
Man.
And at first, cause we just be recording, just be talking shit. And I'd be like, damn, what are you talking about? I thought, he fucking with the show. So I always appreciate when they give me feedback, let me know they tapped in, man.
Man, we appreciate that, man. And I think where the growth came is we accepted it for what it was, man. We a hobby. Like, it's a hobby, but our origin story of how we got it is just so amazing. Like, it just how we all ended up connecting with each other and like how we met Spider. And how we was at the old studio. Y'all didn't even come to the...
No,
they
came to the
old. They came to the old.
He did
2 episodes.
Okay.
I did 1. Actually,
yeah, we was in the closet, man.
Like really 5 years ago. Cause it was OU, Texas. It was OU, Texas. Hey, shout out to Boomer Sooner real quick. Yeah, naturally.
I can't rep it. I can't do it.
Yeah, we
I can't believe they got converted.
Out of
but they got
town.
converted, you know?
Y'all still converted? Y'all have to be
I guess
converted.
they say I paid tuition there.
You know how much money? You know how much money we made in Norman?
It's
Hey,
love,
we'll go
like
there.
that.
We'll go there. We talking about Houston. We was back to Houston.
No. That's a good copy though. I ain't think of that. Like, yeah, they
made it their home.
Hey, then
so
look,
they
we faked the graduation for to promote,
Man, them niggas had me crying. Them boys had me crying at the graduation, man.
It was a real graduation.
Man, they had me crying at the
We
graduation.
got our names called and everything from the University of Oklahoma.
They had me crying at the graduation.
They finessed
Man,
it.
I don't know what
I'm
we gonna
talking
do.
about crazy.
It's either gonna be a documentary or a book, but man, like
was crazy.
we gotta wait till we get there. I'm gonna give it about like 10 years after our heyday, then I'm gonna drop it.
We should have vlogged that one.
We should have vlogged that one, but we got proof though.
Nah, that
No,
was
could you
crazy.
imagine how that would have went viral? How we finessed the college graduation?
Man,
you would have been trying to get that shit took down and everything. You know, they would have been trying to hate on y'all.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. They played it so real because they ain't even tell me. I'm out there for the
So
graduation.
he just out there, you like shit. You know that the shit was finessed.
Hold on, they tell me afterwards, after I did cry, like, bro, you tripping right now.
Bro, he lived with us out there basically. Bro. You never saw me go to no class.
He was like, how the fuck
You
you got
graduation. You know I dropped. You know we been dropped out.
But
bro.
you gotta understand, I'm in my feelings because these two hood dudes I grew up with.
He see y'all in the
went to
Capitol
the-
Down
you know what
walking
I'm
across the
saying? Man, it messed me up,
He
man.
like the visuals alone, bro.
Man, that was crazy, man. That was crazy.
Nah, but sway shit to say the most. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? You just do your own thing, and if you in your own lane, nobody can't bump you or get into it. We all carved out our own lane, and it's this sway shit. So how you said like how we have our own lingo, all that type of shit. It just is what it is. But we've been together since we was 12.
Y'all
You get
chemistry
what I'm
is
saying?
crazy. Like honestly, it's everybody y'all with for the most part has been around y'all. So it's so funny. Like they've always had their little flair, their little flavor. Like and they played off each other and wasn't afraid to be individuals. That's why I always appreciated y'all confidence.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like the confidence is a generational thing too. Cause I remember one time y'all was talking to me about like just how you feel as though this if you don't have an individualism about you, it's almost like what's the point?
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
It's like if you don't have a niche or something that has some gravitational pull or leverage is in this generation where you're able to be a creator or just able to make your own thing happen. That's why you got so many people starting podcasts, and it's like you just trying to throw something out there and see if the universe gonna bite.
They call it motion.
What I like about y'all generation though, man, is y'all fearless. Y'all like every generation you hear that word, but y'all really fearless.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
Big bro.
And I really have to respect that because we grew up where it was like it was the last structure. Like you do go this route because it's like if you go this route, we know it's gonna do something, but we don't know about. Don't
you
take
had
no
two
risk.
options:
Don't
go
take
to
no
college
risk.
or get a job right away.
Sure.
It ain't no way of language. You finding out what you want to do.
Yeah.
Like people looked at you differently if you wasn't doing something they can tangibly touch. Like touch. Like if you come home, they be like, "What you doing? What's going on with you?" And it's like they waiting on to see like where the progress.
And I ain't never like I got little cousins y'all age, and I ain't never want to put that on like what y'all doing now. I wanted them to feel like I wanted them to grow like a flower. Like you'll figure it out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? Like I hope you figure it out. You know, in the best way. And real talk, I got one cousin. He remind me of his dad because in '91 his dad was sitting on the couch with him, had a baby. He said, "Man, smoking a joint." Was like, "Man, I can't make no goddamn 433 a motherfucking week," and threw the blunt down. And it was ironic because his son now, I visited him, and he just had his second child, and he had a city job. To me, how we think a city
you
job?
made it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't never get fired at a city job.
You gonna get a picture when you graduate.
He said, "Man, I had to quit that job, man." I'm like, "Why?" He said, "Man, they had me out there cutting grass."
It was like that's what the generation thing. He was like, man, I can find more motion in that.
He was like,
like an old
"Nah,
school
bro,
type
I had to
feel.
go back and get it how I get it, man." I couldn't.
So that's the generational thing.
Yeah. He was like, "Nah, I couldn't do it." So I mean, big shout out to y'all to being so fearless because as y'all do it as a generation, you'll see the evolution moving forward.
Yeah.
Like it'd be something like, we never thought we can change to that. Like people never thought you can change from TV to the internet.
That's what's going on.
And you know, and you got to look before 2007. Let's say Steve Jobs and the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
All that motion, internet and stuff was moving real slow, like slow. Like it was like the what ifs to now we don't even have no more what ifs. When I say a what if, hey, ChatGPT, can I do this?
It's like it's no reason for you to be uninformed.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's what's
you got
going. Nah, like I think like our generation, cause we 28, 27. You get what I'm saying? So like we like the tweeners of it. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, as younger kids, like you think, 07, we 11, 12 years old in middle school, right? So we still come up from that old law. You know what I'm saying? We're still outside. We 96 babies. 96, 95.
Matter of fact,
you know what I'm saying?
So y'all was born in 96.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's do some math. Let's do some math.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dope.
When did navigation become a thing? What, like 20?
Because when we started driving, we still had MapQuest where you had to print it
So
out.
they
So it wasn't no.
Oh, okay. So
they-
you probably that last.
They on the precipice.
So
Hey,
yeah.
honestly, y'all have,
Yeah.
if we being real, y'all generation, that little sweet spot, had the best of both
That's
worlds.
us.
Yeah.
Because y'all have enough intangibles
Yeah.
and awareness because y'all had to be resourceful
Yeah.
before there was access, but y'all were the first when things got introduced to be able to touch it and find ways to make it evolve.
Literally the last of a dime.
So
breed.
y'all are the last.
Y'all the last. I say y'all the
Yeah.
last. That if the internet disconnect right now,
Y'all to be the last
y'all
ones to
know,
be able
y'all
to survive.
literally know how to survive.
We
Y'all
got
say,
it.
you know
So-
what?
Anything below y'all.
So yeah, our generation is saving the future, like for sure. But it won't be us that put our name on it.
It'll
We'll
be
just
the-
be like the OGs and the forefathers of the
Facts.
new world.
Gotcha.
So it's the generation that's underneath us. You get what I'm saying?
I actually
so, yeah.
thought about it, and I was and somebody just was talking about it was like we a selfish generation, even our generation down, because they were talking about how Generation X is the generation that doesn't want to be grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to think, no, Generation Z. Generation X was the generation that raised Generation Z. Generation X was the crack evolution.
Okay. So our parents.
So all the parents, the large contingency of them was partying, kicking it on the backs, like they were on the back end of disco into the front end of hip hop.
Yeah.
So
Hold on.
Hey,
Where
I
the
let you
millennials
freak me.
at? Hold on.
No, the millennials.
I'm about to say it's millennials because I'm a millennial. We millennials.
So
Y'all
the
two millennials.
Generation
Yeah, we-
X raised the millennials.
Yeah.
So Generation X was the ones who was outside in the 80s while they was supposed to be, like we was latchkey kids because our parents were the social generation.
Gotcha.
And with that being
And they was out. Man, you
They
can't even
was
knock
out.
them. Like when you, I ain't gonna lie to you. We gotta respect our drug addicts.
No, for sure.
No, and let me tell you why I was today, and it's a real true story. I saw a drug addict. I pull up to the gas station. It was a drug addict. She had just got through serving a nigga and a cop, but the nigga let her get out in her socks and no pants on. She just had a shirt on, well, drawers showing.
Yeah.
You know what I did? Because I was in my wife's car and she had some clothes that she was trying to, drop off. And I was like, "Don't you got some pants in the back?" Like she was like, "Yeah," and I couldn't find her again because my wife, she from Chicago, the West Side, so she know this shit. She like, "You didn't see the pimp over there on the side?"
Yeah.
So she had got ghosts fast, but I'm like, I'm not finna have that generation out here because that's a mother, a daughter, you know what I'm saying? Because we done lived it, but we gotta protect our addicts because in one sense. They loyal.
Facts.
They loyal to them.
Addicts, some of the
Like,
most
don't
loyal
y'all, y'all go to the liquor store, you see that same addict, and then one time you don't see him. Don't you kind of sense be like, man, what happened?
They part of the community, bro.
You know what I'm saying? They are.
The community.
Like,
real talk. It's
No,
like,
they definitely part of the
like
community.
say you ride down MLK and Shawty, it don't pop up. If she ain't crossing the street in a week, they go like, damn, she laid up somewhere or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I get what you're saying, and so that's why they like that generation ain't being grandparents.
See,
like,
so we all from Houston, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So 96, right? You got it. So let me paint the picture of like how the generations come in.
yeah,
We in the tail end. So we born when Elijah won them winning.
Yep.
Screw them going crazy, right?
Yep.
So,
Hey.
The city getting his name.
SUC going
So
up.
like R.I.P. Pokey, he grew up right across the street. Him and my mama locked in. You get what I'm saying? So
You got Kiki in South Park.
So-
You got Mo. You got Big Mo in the tray. I forgot what Hawk from, but you got all these. This is what we raised at, right?
Yeah.
So we raised in the tail end of like the slabbed out era, the fade era. You get what I'm saying?
Into like Mike Jones.
As a Southside Houston nigga, you get what I'm saying? And then we building up once the 2000 hit. Shit, this is how she wrote after that because you got Beyonce.
Yeah.
So like our situation been lit.
The city
been
became a destination. Like seeing Houston become a destination city is almost weird to me.
That's crazy.
Not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. It's just the reason I say this is when you could kind of go out and you could tell that these people ain't from here. You get what I'm saying?
For sure.
And so what happens is what I do appreciate and what I wish happened in Dallas that didn't happen, that's happening in Houston, is they're still maintaining the Houston identity.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
for
no
sure.
matter how many people
players.
move to Houston,
Yeah.
you're not gonna wash
Yeah.
the city of its
And
fabric.
I was telling Antoine last time I was there, I finally stayed at the landmark that I called a landmark. But he took me to y'all landmark, and my story is all them rappers that y'all look at, it was like in a small circle where y'all can touch them.
Yeah.
Man, they made it all the way to Pine Bluff, Arkansas. That was my music, like
for sure.
like all of it. I was
Right,
just
sure.
listening to C Note. You know, Diamonds in Your Face coming here. You know what I'm saying? But no, I finally stayed at the landmark.
Yeah.
The Double Tree by the Gallery.
Right there. You good. You ain't got your window punched.
Make sure you got the balcony view.
So
You ain't get your window punched up.
no, you know what? I valeted.
Oh,
I valeted.
Yeah.
You got smart. You know what I'm saying?
But there was like, you know what I'm saying? I got up about 3 a.m. because I went to Seaside, got full. I had to take a nap. I woke up about maybe 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, went to that Waffle House down the street.
Right.
Bro, I felt honored. I saw the pimps in the hoes.
He was right there by the stroll.
I'm talking about.
He was right there
And
by
see,
the
and the
Oh,
thing
you
is,
was over there.
the thing is with Houston is y'all really get all the southern smaller counties, cities come to there. Like, for example, if I'm in Mississippi, I got me a couple hoes and we rolling.
Yeah.
Shit, we want to hit on the highway. We finna ride to
Houston.
Flyway.
Niggas from Lake Charles or
Yeah.
Freeport.
Yeah.
You know the thing. You know the thing. With, go ahead, B. Get you some in. Get some. Get some.
But
get some.
like you said, you was in Pine Bluff. I was in Little Rock, Arkansas.
You was in the AR?
Man, I was in Little Rock, man, going crazy. Man, they love Houston. Man, they love them Houston boys.
A Houston nigga is
They say you got an
universal.
accent. Hold on, I do.
That happened to me in
Man,
Shreveport. When I
it's
moved to
beautiful out there.
Shreveport,
I
they
love
was
Little
like,
Rock.
this nigga different.
How you say they like say what you saying? We were like Don, what you
Corner,
saying?
you know what I'm
Corner,
saying?
yeah,
to
you
the
know what I'm
stove.
saying? Then
Like,
the bitch
I'm like, they, man, when we got to Oklahoma, people didn't really know what we were saying.
Yeah.
Like, none of it.
That's when I knew we was country.
yeah, for real.
I'm
Like,
country. I know I'm country.
I thought we was
It's a
proper.
difference between Dallas country and Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Houston is like cornbread and greens country.
Mhm.
Dallas is like barbecue country.
type deal.
You know what I'm saying? Like they both country, but the country
It's
is
different.
different. You
Yeah,
get what
yeah,
I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like we align with like that Memphis and on up
Yeah.
the country. You
Yeah,
know what
no.
I'm saying? Like
Pop
Yeah.
on them. yeah, you know what I'm
Nah.
saying? Yeah, pop on them. For sure.
But it all go back to our roots though, because I mean Juneteenth was established right outside of Houston
yeah, in
at
Galveston.
Galveston.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, it just seemed like certain places, and I always call it the triangle. If you ever just look at the map, it's a triangle where black people connect.
Yeah,
And,
for
and
sure.
if you always connect with them, it's Chicago, Atlanta, Houston.
Yeah.
Everything around that, you're going to always touch. You're going to Charlotte
No,
right there,
for sure.
Nashville right
No, for
there.
sure.
You know, everything in the middle. And,
No, for
you know,
sure.
when we all realize
It's the goal.
that's
It's
our
the
that's our
goal.
unity and our power and our strength and our rope, I think we'll be a lot
Yeah,
stronger
for sure.
everywhere.
Don't forget
politically.
Louisiana. Don't forget Louisiana.
That's what I'm saying.
Louisiana.
Louisiana right
It's out
there.
in it.
Yep.
Don't
It's
forget
out right there.
Louisiana. Yeah, it ain't no Houston
Yeah.
without
You know
Louisiana.
what's funny about Louisiana?
real?
Because
It's
they
no
got
Houston without
Roots go
Louisiana.
crazy.
they family
Those
got
our cousins.
Creole roots, and they got
That
Creole
boot go
roots.
crazy.
And so with them having the Creole roots, I also want to touch on this. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as the fabric of what's a real nigga in so many words, because I feel like that's a varied perspective.
Yeah.
And we was always talking about like the fact, like what was instilled and what morals are we keeping the recipes.
No, for sure.
It's certain recipes that just gotta pass through the generation.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
What's one?
And so I actually want to ask one of them first. What's a recipe
that y'all need from
like?
I
want each one of y'all to give me a recipe that you feel it has to be maintained, that's been instilled in y'all, and you feel like I gotta pour this into the next one. It's like, what's one for y'all?
Oh, style, perception.
Yeah,
like for sure. Like how you said, we come up. Okay, so say you got Houston, so that's on some hustler player shit, right? Then you got the Creole side, these pretty niggas. So it's like you got to blend that shit together. You get what I'm saying? So it make it player coming from where we come from. You get what I'm saying? I definitely say your wardrobe and your perception. Yeah. And you ain't putting it on. Like people ain't finna see me and be like, oh, look at the mindset on that nigga. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? They gonna be like, he got that shit on. Yeah. And you got to be groomed. It's a code of conduct with the shit. So definitely like, you well. You gotta have that Judy.
That's always been a part of the fabric as a black man, for real. Like, you know, we step, especially we gonna put on our best. You feel me? Like what's
something that's a little bit harder for people to do now. Like shit, mind your business. I was always talking mind your business. You know what I'm saying? That's number one rule to survival. That's Pete. Stay out the way, man. Shit, mind yours. Don't start nothing, but you always finish it. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
And hit them corners. You get what? Make sure them corners clean. You get what I'm saying? Hit the corners clean. You get what I'm saying? It's good.
Well, now as a coach, I look at it, a recipe, I say respect.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have respect. A lot of kids nowadays, they don't really get to see or have it shown in front of them to respect another. And you never know, you know what I'm saying? You can respect this person, that person might come back and bless you one day.
For sure.
Yeah. I feel like disrespect is glorified too much in this generation.
It's all in the music.
Man, facts. And facts. Like, that's a great way to put it, because ain't any other way you'll be hating.
Yeah.
Any other way you'll be hating if you ain't put it like that. But I also, like, you all coaches, right?
Yeah.
So you all are really in the trenches with y'all generation and younger generation.
Right.
Yeah. That's
how much weight is coming to you all, and y'all just want to coach? You know what I'm saying? Like these kids coming with so much compared to when y'all was growing up. And I know the coaches came with a lot then, but what are y'all seeing? Just like, whoa,
it's not a want.
We really put here to be historians.
It's really truly a blessing for us.
It's more
history. It's a blessing.
So
it's God's will.
It's
bro.
God's will.
Facts.
Like, it's God's will. I know you was
Go,
but no, it's really God's work. Like we was put here. Like
Facts.
Like if us, like you get what I'm saying to the other dude, man. Like Toward to tell you, he been out with us. He done saw how we lived and everything.
I done pulled up. They got 8 little niggas just finding their way in the house, like, cause they all they all congregate in this one spot. I don't care what's your issue. They all come in there with their own issues, or sometimes they just want to be around real love. You feel me?
Got you.
And they'll just find a way to make sure everybody in the fed. We're going to make something shake. And the fact they was doing that at 21, 22, 23 years old, that's normally a very selfish point in your life.
No, for sure.
We say it's deeper than the game.
It's definitely deeper than the game. Basketball is the vehicle.
That is love, bro.
Even what we saw coming up was destined, right? So, okay, so you got to think. Our the guys that we look to, you get what I'm saying? Luckily, it wasn't the street guys. You get what I'm saying? Where they was street guys, we coming from Cullen going to Yates.
Yeah.
That's when they number one in the nation.
Yeah.
They coming down the street recruiting us. But these our big bros. You get what I'm saying? So instead of looking up to the dope boys, we trying to be rock stars like them.
Like the basketball players.
So that ball took us everywhere. Like that kept us safe from everything and all that stuff. So the kids up underneath us don't know nothing about all that. They don't know nothing. They don't care nothing about the history.
There isn't any glory now in being an athlete in that area.
Right. They want to be a YouTuber.
Like,
you got
and we had like when you got it, them dope boys, everybody protecting you.
Protect you.
When you got it, when you one of them ones, you protect it.
Now they gotta live their raps.
Now
they gotta live their raps. This shit be lame to them.
No, it's scary.
And that's something that's always been passed down. Like it's always been passed down. The perception of the boys of the men,
the special
that had to work the streets, because you'll hear old men was like, man, you know why I sold dope? I sold dope because your auntie was buying dope. So I was like, if you gonna buy, my auntie was buying dope, I want to at least make sure she was safe and buy it from me.
Deal,
you know what I'm saying? You would hear them stories. I heard them stories in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? But they was always like, Mark, you go to school. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, you need to go to school. And it was like, if you need something, go to school. Like, I sold crack. I sold some crack. And I mean, for a weekend, I ain't like that. I like that shit.
He joking? No, he's for real, but you might think he joking. But back then, you know how niggas get like a QP weed or some shit.
It's what that was back then.
So you sell weed, and like niggas, that's how easy it was to get your hands on crack. Like nigga be like, shit, you get it off. What's yours is yours. Give me a half off the top.
Yeah, you got to know people. It's all networking.
And go back to what y'all was saying though. When you know your purpose, I felt my whole energy was like I wanted to serve the community, but I knew that wasn't the role I wanted to serve. And like you all found like this is something that was just ingrained in me, like something like something I need to do. Like it didn't just originally. I just want to coach, like you just said. Like,
but they saw our pops take on that. So it's like, the thing about it is this: when you see where the glory comes from, because kids. Anybody, human nature loves a pat on the back or getting or receiving love and glory from what you've done. No matter it be academics, athletics, like receiving your flowers. Everybody loves,
especially from your community though. Exactly. Where you from?
When you see how people walk up on you getting out the car at the store with reverence, you gonna once you somebody's coach and you instill some real tools into them, you gonna always be coach. No matter. If they 50 years old, they see you as gonna be coach.
Right.
That's a heavy title.
I watch.
It is.
I watch becoming a coach turn my father from a 2-time felon. Damn near like we'll say my papa, like I said, damn deadbeat father to community leader, there for his family.
And Coach Houston. One weekend.
Adonis Mitchell.
Yep.
AD.
Adonis Mitchell from UT.
Who's playing them all? Adonai. You know what I'm saying? Adonai.
He gave AD that name.
You know what I'm saying? So I saw that turn because we 5 years old going to see Pops, seeing them in Huntsville and shit like that. Man, by the time we in 7th grade, man, now he got the team. I saw what that did for the community.
He found his purpose.
And and then I saw the aftermath when it stopped and the turn that it took too. You know what I'm saying?
But all in all, he groomed us though.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, he had this. My pops had this book. It was like a tablet here, write all his aspirations in, and he had this like community foundation for young black men called X-Men. Like you breaking the chain, like going into freedom type shit. He had talked to us night in and night out about it, but he never had the resources to actually do it. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Until the Saints brought it, so that was kind of a way, correct? But once I saw how he did it and how I kind of fell off, that sparked our mind.
But you was able to learn from the mistakes and
peep
the game that he also.
We still got the tablet. Yeah, we still got the tablet.
And
so
even to touch on that though, like not to get out godly, but when God places you in certain places and you find your purpose, He blessing you, man.
For sure.
Yeah,
coming to
blessings coming down.
Hey man, we can get godly because you right. Because when that light bulb come on. It's like you can see you know how you sit there a lot of times and you be like, this roadblocker and this roadblocker.
Man,
but then when God touch you, be like, nah,
man,
we good.
Man, look, let me go ahead and be honest with you. Then I'm last year I'm coaching too. I'm facing a lot of stuff too. I'm facing stuff too. So running around, running the streets, messing with girls, all that. Like I'm moving. So I get jammed up and everything. I'm in jail. I miss a whole weekend. I'm like praying. I'm like, Lord, please just get me out of here. Let me get through this right. I know I'm gonna get right with these guys. Man, I got out. Where we went to San Antonio.
Won the tournament. Yo.
Man, I got out. They picked me up. We go out there. Man, I'm talking. I'm just so happy to be back though. This is what I prayed for. Like, Lord, let me just fulfill my purpose with you. Ever since then, everything been a smooth ride for me.
Because you actually stepped out and walked into what you said. You held up your end of the deal.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie too. When you see a lot of kids where you from, you see a lot in you too.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is with us. Like, it ain't even about the talent more so. Like,
it's
we
just,
can make you good.
like, for sure.
We just want you to be a better person. We want you to get. We see the talent you got to take you up out of here. You can, man. They paying people in college right now.
Honestly,
like you just said, they were forcing you to go to school. Man, I'm forcing these kids to go to school. Go get paid.
Hey, hold on, while we on that, man, shout out to the Level 1 family, bro.
SWAVE players, man.
Shout out to Level 1 Elite,
the whole
man.
Level 1 Elite.
Man, that's a family. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy in Memphis, bro. Like,
Shout
he
out
is
to
supposed to be
Memphis,
man.
like,
For sure,
man,
big
big
bro.
for sure. You get
Hey,
what I'm
he
saying?
saved our life.
He saved
Facts.
all our, like, the whole sway shit, like, as far as with D Wright, Baby J, Lil J, like, as far as from the music all the way
Facts.
to the basketball, man. It was Memphis, Shelby, Mama Lau, Don. You get what I'm saying? Now we doing our thing with SWAVE Players, which is a branch under Level 1. And me and Janae Cash, we doing that one. You get what I'm saying? So it's all together though, but it's all pushing an agenda.
Yeah.
Like, we finna influence these kids. You get what I'm saying? And we finna
get it from
impact.
any which way.
Like,
Because he rap, we do the YouTube thing, and I show you how to get this online money.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
So,
how to turn it up.
yeah.
Be with them guys, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I've always peeped about y'all, and I never really spoke on it, but it's something I noticed. You know, it's like how you teach me kids to be, like, you know how in religion you would teach men to be fishers of men?
Right.
Y'all have always done that with kids. What I mean is, you remember I told you it'd be like a bunch of little kids, like a bunch of, like, because, you know, our little brothers, they'll just have their partners pull up.
Yeah.
Or then one of their partners gonna come up. It's like they go and just as far as they organizations. Some of them kids just bringing in the talent. It's like, hey man, these some real ones, bro. I got
It's
a
the
partner
culture.
that I know hoop, and it's like you don't even have to recruit.
Yeah.
The love you put out there is recruiting for you because those kids want to share
Facts.
the tools that's being given to them with their partners, and especially the ones that they know don't have access to.
No, for sure.
That's why I want to give y'all flowers and I
Appreciate
respect
you.
because
Yeah, bro.
everybody ain't built and got the patience to deal with youngsters.
It's God's
And
will.
so people that have the patience, because I feel like a lot of younger generation feel as though they are the neglected or forgotten generation.
Yeah,
But everybody else got their own shit going on.
Right.
You got to think the new age adults, we are very selfish.
Yeah.
I put we in that. I put myself in that because the reason I say that is
Right.
we didn't have a lot poured into us. We kind of we was the first hustler generation.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, a lot of us, we like want to have a kid. No. Am I lying? Like, and that's the
Because
first
you trying to find the capacity to pour love into something else.
No, for sure.
And then you know how we always joke, say, "Damn, we a very unserious adult generation."
Yeah.
But
Money over everything.
What people failing to realize though, people forgetting the big picture with it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like how y'all said, it's a new world. So we ain't finna sit here and act like the kids need us. We need the kids. You get what I'm saying? Like, we need the kids, bro. Like,
Because it's
they
going
keep
into
us-
their world.
They keep us
You know what I'm
safe.
saying?
They keep us safe. They keep us informed. You get what I'm saying?
Especially in the at the age y'all deal with, because those are the ones that have way more emotion and leverage than you realize.
Yeah, they
because
do.
These kids be rich, bro.
Yeah. What fascinates me about the kids
They know
that's
how to
younger
get
than
it.
us, when a kid just literally, I remember like we ain't had nothing to do. If we cried, we just sat outside and cried. We were bored. We just sit outside and be hot and bored. Man, you give a kid an iPad at the age of 2, and he shut up, and he and it's like
Yeah.
he observing how it works.
like he
Yeah, I know.
easily. So your brain, and at the time, I guess that's when your brain the freshest. It's just like I'm gonna consume all the information, but it always it just shocked me on the generation that y'all raising.
Because that's not good socially, right?
Right.
So our generation is we got to harness on social skills with these kids. You get what I'm saying? Soft skills, interpersonal skills.
Yeah.
That's one thing that this generation lacks.
And that's
Smart
what,
everything.
but that's what sports bring, though.
Yeah, that's what
because there's no
sports bring, you know.
phones. There's no phones out here. You get what I'm saying?
the
You got to
attention
get real
span, like-
personal.
like
So yeah, you got to
quick.
get
It's
personal.
TikTok,
Yeah.
it's microwavable,
Them boys,
everything.
tough.
You know,
Yeah.
even from the music and everything like that. They ain't really too much of no soft nothing or anything like that. It's drill, kill, steal, fuck your bitch, take your bitch. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no love for this. You know what
I
I'm saying?
feel like
What's going on?
I feel like this is why it makes it hard to do music right now. I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like some people feel like what's left. You almost feel like it's been oversaturated to where like damn near like if you hear a nigga with even a semblance of a new sound, it's like. But then what's gonna happen is everybody gonna lean into it, take the creativity out of that,
and then mimic it,
and then go somewhere else looking for. It's like you said, the microwave society. Things come, but people's attention span is so short.
It's not appreciated. But your music has to represent your brand.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Like his lifestyle. I ain't gonna use Wu-Tang in there. I'm gonna use All Future, for example. You get what I'm saying? It was just rebel music.
Yeah.
Forget what they were saying. It was the feeling of it. You get what I'm saying? And it was a strength in numbers. So that's where it's going to now. It's not even about the music. It's more so about the content. So think about it. Everybody's life is a virtual world now. You get what I'm saying? Even in real life. Yeah. So you got to have your characters, which is your game. You get what I'm saying? You got to have your own theme music. Like, so for the people who want to come into your world for this little mini time, they subscribe into your lifestyle with your music, your content, your wardrobe, your vocabulary. You get what I'm saying? So you have to, everything got to be on point as a team effort. The same way with basketball, football, or anything. So it's all got to be a strength in numbers type situation, like how we pushing B right now. We could go with Baby J, Lil J, because that already happened. Yeah. All of us took what we had and put it into them. You get what I'm saying? It just was what it was. That's how we moving. This what color we rocking out with. But that's how we doing it. It's like that.
And that's another thing about the generation. They do it so unconsciously, sharing. Sharing, like,
and collabing.
It ain't about what, like, even though he didn't have something that can bring to the table, if you believe in him, you still got him a meal, you got him something. Like, man, I think you're right, man. We are probably a
man, shout out to my brothers, all of them. Shout out to all my brothers.
Everybody, man.
In particular, shout out Houston Twinz, cause
look at this man, bro.
Man, the vision was crazy. I was scared, but the music, they always push. B, this you. B, you need to drop it. B, go with the move. We pushing Lil J, Baby J. I'm scared in the background.
I think what it was is, and that showed you, like you said, everybody played their role.
Facts.
Sometimes the role player got to step up and be a starter. And at the end of the day, like it ain't like he don't want to. It's just like shit. I was all in with it, so whatever. I was
facts. I'm with whatever. Yeah,
so
facts.
That shows me the reverence that's shown in y'all group, but also is this. And it can kind of tie into, like you said, everything's a virtual world. Everybody's their own virtual world right now.
Sure.
You remember back in the day, everybody had a posse.
No, for sure.
You just plugged in this one person out of this city and put them into this posse. Now that person is generating his own world, his own circle.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna have their acronyms before their name. It's gonna be 15 of them, and they all have their chain. Gonna be all shining. The movement has already been started and circulated through our city. Now, if you want to come to the table and do business, and we could be part of your imprint, but we stand over here. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's the individualism has then bled into everybody has started, like you said, their own circle of life. Sauce Walker is, if we gotta be honest, Sauce Walker was the first person, how can I say self-made without stepping on the toe?
Independent. He did that,
He
bro.
was the first independently self-made dude that wasn't attached to anybody. He's
the blueprint of New Houston.
Blueprint because
I don't know why people don't say it. I don't know why people don't say it.
Sauce Walker was not
we drip babies.
Like Sauce Walker was not. How can I put this? Sauce Walker in Houston, if you blew up, you was attached to a group.
No, for sure.
And so you were just in line. It was click.
The click culture. It still is. It's still click culture.
What he did is literally was over on his own island musically and brand wise because he wasn't attached to no big homie. And was like, I'm gonna make this shit from the social imprint of the social media. Like he actually stayed true to the and everything came full circle to him.
What you trying to say? He stayed true to every core element of Houston.
And it just came, it just bent to him.
You supposed to do.
It took their team.
Yeah, it took a team, bro.
It took their village.
Everybody believed in what they doing. Everybody splashing. Everybody got their Dragon Ball Z character and shit like that.
Because niggas, I remember when he first started coming in, and like coming in doing it, people looking like, and then before you knew it, everybody taking pictures like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, because all you have to do is be so invested and so 10 toes on what you believe in, people gonna stop looking at you questioning and be like, damn, if this nigga's believing this shit so much, it's gotta be something behind it.
Kanye said that. He said, like, man, if you see one dude like running down the street, like, you know, like even doing something crazy, people will be like, oh, that got crazy. But if you see 15 people doing it, kind of like, okay.
Something
going
going
on.
on.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
So
what I mean? Like,
that's exactly what's going on. But the thing is about it, you know, like influencing the kids with that. You get what I'm saying? Like just seeing the way you move and stuff like that. There's something about when the kids choose you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When they
Because
come to you,
a lot of stuff be pushed on, but when they come to you, they say a lot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
you know, I think somebody who, and we kind of talked about this because his album just came out for the Dogs, for all the Dogs. And I feel like Drake is in that weird dichotomy of a career because his age is kind of working against him now.
Yeah.
As far as the youthful exuberance and energy that used to be that's attached to his name, at some point, it's going to stop being like the tangible, like, man, that's Drake.
Yeah.
You know, now it's gonna be like, man, what the hell Drake doing? Like, it's a fine line from going from like the barrettes in his head and all that. It's like, okay, you're trying to continuously recreate yourself.
Yeah.
But at some point, the line, like, it's just like Snoop when he went into his Rasta phase.
Yeah, reinvention.
The reinvention. You've been famous for so long. At some point, you feel like you have to reinvent yourself.
He probably the only one that, like, how you go from Rastafari, make a gospel album, and come back and make another rap album. Like, he a phenomenon. Like compare him like the Snoop. You would have to like.
No, I'm only saying it for far as like that's the template. Like, Snoop's template is ideal for like just
ideal of success.
But what happened is a lot of people don't capture it the right way.
Right. Even I'm be honest, Ye had the fucking. He's still having that problem.
Yeah.
You know, I think Ye is probably still having that problem. Like, man, just this.
I'm sorry, fellas, but we talking about Drake.
Yeah.
Drake.
Yeah, Drake.
We talking about Drizzy. Like, man, listen.
No, he's still an icon, but the way he looks at him.
Nah, because I hear how you just talked about him, right? That's like saying, man, we're gonna be waiting for Brun to retire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm Michael Jackson.
These generation talent.
That's Michael Jackson.
Everybody
Michael
had their time.
No, but that's why I'm saying is because you know how sometimes you don't want somebody to overstay their welcome.
Yeah.
That's why what I said is I was under the opinion that Drake should just go sit down for about a year and a half, 2 years. Just go live off the fruits of his labor, move behind the scenes, and then pop back out. Like, because you're gonna have a renewed appreciation. The reason I say I know it works is perfect example. The song we just came in, Shaq and Kobe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If Meek Mill dropped that song last year or 2 years ago off the back, you would have heard a pen. You wouldn't have heard a pen drop. It would have just been in
another song, yeah.
But the pollution of the rap game, the TikTok era and everything is now giving people a renewed appreciation for just niggas just getting on the beat and rapping and give you whatever that feel was when you hear that Maybach music.
Yeah.
It's like, and so with Drake, you trying to find your way in this pollution era of rap. So now you just become part of the noise versus standing out. Because it's like, if you keep trying to drop and combatants with Yeet and goddamn Lil Yachty and then NBA Youngboy and then Dirk, you just gonna be one of their contemporaries versus one of the guys. Like, you don't stand out as much because your music is just in the noise versus letting it live on its own, and then I'm gonna drop on y'all head out of nowhere.
Right, and give him consistency. He dropped 9.
People gonna miss Drake, but he had so much social relevance. It ain't like people just gonna be like, oh, that nigga.
He really ain't had a break.
You know what I'm saying? He's never given himself a break.
Yeah, he dropped the 19.
Gotta keep going.
Gotta keep going with the generation.
Look at LeBron.
But you gotta keep going with the generation.
You can't go that route.
No, music is not sports. Sports, your talent is continuously being shown and proven. As far as rap, you have dry spots, and it's like you can't just go
As
and
an
make a
artist,
new album
yeah.
next week
Yeah,
if you
nah.
got a bad
It ain't
album.
gonna be as hot.
So you literally can't just keep trying to just drop it on top of it. It's like, okay, you gave us 40 songs in 2 years. We didn't really we only really picked out 9 or 10 or 11 or 12 of them. That's not how it used to be because now you just trying to get them out there to keep yourself relevant. Bro, you could literally goddamn tour on B-sides. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
That nigga could sell out arenas just on B-sides. You don't need to continuously try to find yourself with new music until you perfect it. We gonna live off what you got.
Yeah.
You gonna still be relevant, but just perfect your sound and don't experiment on LPs because you just messing up. It's like you watering down your legacy.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
Like right now, I would just love for him to just make anthems.
Yeah.
Like for example, like what Meek just did to me is an anthem added to the last anthem he did with Fab. And like when you get in that creative space where he can take a break for about a year, and then when he drop in, it's just gonna be one banger that can run all year.
Like think
And
if
I'm
you ain't
cool
heard
with
a Drake verse in a year. Or a year and a half, niggas gonna be waiting on the Drake verse. And then when he come out and say song dropping in a week, you gonna wait. You gonna be like, man, what's this shit gonna sound like? Now you can kind of guess what it's gonna sound like because you just heard him a month ago on somebody else's shit. You get what I'm saying?
He
It's
said,
how
but he
running-
said this is last piece of work though,
Because it's help.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's finally reading the tea leaves because my generation has been saying, bro, you could go and sit down, bro.
No, for sure.
You could go and like just watch the game, see how it work, perfect this shit, and then come out like you know how some like you ain't gotta be in the studio every day and just record.
Don't overflood the market.
Don't oversaturate.
But see,
the market.
Well, especially,
go ahead.
especially with this generation and type of music that's going on now, like it ain't that type. Like even with the Meek Mill, everybody ain't listening to it, especially with the kids.
No, but the thing is, everybody got to know their lane. He knows his lane.
Yeah.
Right.
His lane, he's not trying to get a 15 or 14-year-old to listen to his music. He know the niggas who gonna be outside ripping and running in they shit, in they whips 30 plus, gonna love it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. You can go back to appreciating your sound. You don't have to try to sound like the wave. Because your sound is gonna stand out. And that's why I said, like, I'm not saying you ain't gotta experiment, but you also can get back to your roots and be appreciated now more than ever. Bro.
I think that's but I think that's kind of like what Drake always have held his hat on. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it's hot, I'm gonna get on there and it's still I'm the delivery man. It's still gonna be hot. You know what I'm saying? And I think that says just a testament to like
his versatility.
His versatility.
Is that a testament to his popularity sometimes?
Nah,
because
but-
sometimes his popularity makes that shit number one, even though you really not gonna listen to it.
But you still got to be confident enough to get on that
Facts.
motherfucking rocket. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that say a lot to the person. Like, shit, I go in any arena and my shit still gonna go.
At the pack strong is the pack strong.
At the pack strong, the pack strong.
I mean, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's also like they'll be it's another number one. You gonna go number one because you Drake.
Yeah,
What I'm saying, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's this. Do the numbers mean more to you or your music? Because at the end of the day, at some point, is it gonna just be solely business and numbers? Like stat padding, or do you want this shit to hit? Do you want it to ring out? That's what I'm saying the fork in the road is right now.
No, for sure. He probably just playing for forever. Like he probably just playing for forever.
I think he playing it right, like he's saying. Like he gonna take a break. And I think out of all this music he made, because he, like I said, 19, I think he didn't do nothing in 20. I was just looking today, 21, 22, 23. And I'm not talking about every time you got to come with a level with that. Out of all those tracks that he made, Wayne and Nicki ain't been on none of it.
Well, I mean, he also knows like they ain't gonna
that it still don't hit no more with this.
Like you said,
it don't.
Like all they gonna do is pick apart the song.
Like,
for sure.
Like they gonna find like they ain't hit the same. Like all that, like all people gonna do is listen.
But what I was getting at is, though, if he take a break, you know what I'm saying, and just recharge, then if they all come back, because you got to look all the Cash Money
Lil Wayne would never be hot again.
That's not true.
That's
not
Undisputed hot.
Nicki outside of her fans would never be hot again.
Thank you.
No,
it's just the thing. It's just like
Hey, what y'all think about? Okay, so like the general, because you know, like the women running the game, but we came in like, okay, so we was young when Nicki Minaj was popping, and we saw like how the girls like changed. Like that's back when middle school. Like now every girl like bi. Then it became like now they gay. Now it's okay. Like now it's like my girl got a girlfriend type deal. Like in y'all generation, like it wasn't like was women like super acceptance of like multiple women.
It was a hell no.
So in our generation,
like we accepted it now, but it was just hard for them to accept it among themselves. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like you saw the pretty girl who liked the other pretty girl, but you know what I'm saying? They was always hanging out. Like they was like, dang, y'all always hanging out, smoking weed together. You know, but
you know how women experiment nowadays, and you know how like a lot, it's just more experimental. Well, in the 70s, that was going on. You get what I'm saying? But there became an order once HIV and AIDS hit.
Yeah, they slowed the population. They slowed fucking down.
It kind of like put a damper on. Like if you was out here being promiscuous, it kind of made you look crazy. Down. And now it's like coming back to the point where it's a clash.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a generational clash and also a moral clash where it's some women. That's why I always say it's somebody out there for everybody. Because you got some women that's gonna play with you. You get what I'm saying? And gonna give you enough trust. And that might be the closest goddamn marriage that you could ever have because it's no distrust there. Whatever you need to do, you could just come to me with it, whatever it is. Some people can't handle that though. That's why you got to know your lane.
I ain't gonna lie, in our generation, man, I don't see too many of us getting married.
Yeah, I'm one of them.
I don't think y'all gonna. I don't think y'all ever gonna make it legally established. I think y'all will have life partners. I think y'all gonna believe in life partners.
Paperwork, as far as the union,
y'all don't trust the government.
Y'all don't trust the paperwork.
And
I don't trust the women.
There's so many women to one man nowadays.
To say that. Speak on that.
It's too many women to one man nowadays.
And then
I ain't trying to get too deep in it because
you feel like you giving something up if you just get one.
I'm just letting you know that
don't make no
player, a real man.
Man, we work for abundance.
It's a lot of women to one man nowadays.
Everything. Like we work for an abundance of everything. Money, houses, cars, bitches, all of it.
Social media numbers.
What I told you, they fearless. They accept the real reality instead of they accept it.
Basically,
they accept the reality.
Some people can operate in chaos. And chaos is not always a bad thing. Like some people, you know how some people need that house with a lot of movement going on, and then other people need that shit to be quiet as hell. And so that's why I can't frown on anybody who looks at it like that because some people literally progress and they evolve in chaos because you just learn how to maneuver and navigate.
Yeah. And nowadays you see like a lot of young men with older women.
Yeah.
And that's what's crazy. Like
for real?
Shit.
Yeah. What's going on, man?
It's happening. Well, you gotta understand the women get more money than the men now.
In the black community.
To me that's crazy. I always thought that was I always respect that order.
The older women
with a young guy. You know what I'm saying?
Was that
my wife, I always dated older women because I played football in high school, and last thing you gonna get me is fucking with some young pussy in a rape.
In high school, I was like that.
Yeah,
I was
facts.
Like, if you ain't.
I always dated around my age. Yeah.
Like I ain't gonna lie.
And that's with older women.
When I was coming into my 20s, I dabbled with older women because that's what kind of was attracting to me.
No, for sure.
Like, because I think when you growing up and finding yourself as a man, you relieved by a confident woman, basically let you know what she wants.
Right. No, for sure.
Because you don't have to try to figure it out at a young age.
Yeah.
Because you still trying to figure your shit out. So it's having to leave somebody completely and be like, let me be your eyes and ears. And, so sometimes it's like an introduction into like how to deal with a woman. Because I feel like if you tried to go through your mom and learn how to deal with a woman, it's the watered down G-rated version. You know what I'm saying? No. Your mama, we can't use
his mama too.
We can't use. No, I'm talking about the average day to day. They gonna give you the romanticized version of how to make this woman happy.
Protect.
So look,
I feel like every dude worth his salt needs an experience or a moment in his time where he vibing and kicking it with an older woman.
He need to be turned out.
Game him.
Yeah, you gotta be turned out.
Yeah, you gotta get turned out.
so when you said you married, right, big brother?
Yeah, I'm married.
When did you know, like, you was ready for that?
Oh, this nigga.
You gotta know.
Man, it was to me. It was about loyalty. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you find loyalty in a person, and you know what I'm saying, like I don't care if it's your brother, if it's in a woman. It was about loyalty, like, and that's when I was like, all right, because loyalty is still scarce, regardless. Like I don't care, loyalty is scarce. You know, motherfucker, like, or I come from, like we talking about selfish. I done seen motherfuckers with whole information over $20.
Yeah.
I beat you over $20. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, like I know a nigga right now ran off on a $quarter pound with me, but I ain't never dressed. Like, he ran off on it.
Yeah.
And shit, well, I was thinking like, shit, I was finna bring you another 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you ran off on this one, on the first one.
Yeah.
And still, I still shake his hand to this day.
Yeah.
You know? But, you know, it was a lot of less me at that time. And what I'm seeing in you all, it's a lot more. Like, y'all got loyalty among each other. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's abundance.
Yeah.
It's like, shit, if I'm going to bring you a lot of houses and a lot of this, what more do you want?
I'm going to be honest with y'all. So the reason I say this is, what I'm about to say, like I'm old school in a manner of, you know what I'm saying? Like I operate better when I have that right partner.
No, for sure.
My life is chaotic when I'm juggling women.
No, for sure.
Like I'll be taking care of business, but my potential is not reached when I'm trying to like soil my oats.
That's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
No,
Because
for sure.
what happens to me is I feel as though there's only so much of somebody that can go around.
Yeah.
So based off of like what my goal is, I actually need some quiet time. You know what I'm saying? When you juggling women, that woman feels like her time is, she needs her time with you at that
for
time.
sure.
No matter what your space
sure,
is,
yeah.
mentally, physically.
No, for sure.
I learned this after I lost my mom. That's when like it was a shift in my world where I needed less chaos and more focus because I was at a fork in the road moment where either I was gonna be a bum or I was gonna make some shit shake.
No, for sure.
Because I lost my mom, lost my job. You know what I'm saying? About to get evicted. If I ain't figure out my next phase in my career, I was literally gonna get washed up.
Yeah.
And I noticed that was the time of my life where I was so fucked up, I couldn't even really entertain a woman.
Shit.
And see, and that's the time where
Hey.
it's time for us to
No.
break on something.
Hold on.
No, because you normally having to like move shit around if you trying to deal with a woman while you ain't got your shit in order. Because what that means is you got to make sure she don't go outside the comfort zone. Like I need her to not spend $100 more than $100 tonight. So it's like I gotta kind of like be more creative, and so I feel like it's more energy to like, cause when my money ain't right or when my space not right, I can't be my full self.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't think no man growing into a man feel the same.
And so I'm an asshole if I'm broke.
Yeah,
Like you get what I'm saying? So
I mean,
I can't really give you the energy, my real good best energy, if I feel like, man, shit.
Yeah,
Like
facts.
I can give you some dick, you know what I'm saying? I can give you, you know what I'm saying, but I can't give you space, you know, as far as like to pour into you mentally, emotionally. I don't really give a damn what's going on with you right now.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So, cause I'm trying to figure my shit out. And what happens, that's why I said that I just didn't like the idea of it because I feel like it was a one-way street.
Yeah.
Shit.
And I don't want somebody blowing up on me because their expectations ain't being met.
Shit.
What?
See,
In the moment.
That's the game we playing.
We some survivors. We some survivors.
But no, what I'm saying is you at the space now where you have the capacity.
Yeah,
like
to
at
do
some
it,
point
yeah.
your legs get weary, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
your mind, your mental just can't take all like you know how old people like quiet?
The brain
Yeah.
development.
You know,
Yeah.
like it's like I need some me time.
Facts.
Hopefully, I try to get to. I would want to get to that point, but just from what it looked like, I don't even think the outside, especially with me and him now, I really don't feel like the outside world would even allow us to be them type of dudes. If that makes sense, you get what I'm saying?
The forces.
Like think about Hugh Hefner. Think about Hugh Hefner. It's really like, man, look, bro. Like with us, like us as a trio, and you could attest to it because you see it. You get what I'm saying? It's like, man. This is what it is with us. You get what I'm saying? Until it comes to a point to where this is what a whole gang on, like this what we on as a unit, and we still living a rock star lifestyle. This gonna be us till the day we go.
Man,
You
give,
get what I'm saying?
give it some time. That's all I can say. I believe it.
I believe it.
I'm gonna say this. It was. I believe it. I mean,
Hey,
you know, like we got people like Trump in office, and you know, it would have been there. Trump made a sacrifice. Jim, what's Epstein? Epstein was out. He had it running good. He made a sacrifice and killed Epstein for the presidency. But it's gonna come back. I think you all gonna just be y'all just so transparent.
yeah,
Y'all
you gotta
just really
be.
transparent, where it ain't no more all the old secrets and all of that
For
crap.
what?
That's what makes people uncomfortable is how
Yeah.
transparent y'all generation
Yeah.
and some of y'all are. But y'all living y'all truth, and I appreciate the hell out
You
that.
got to.
Shit.
You
Gotta be yourself.
You don't want that's corny.
It's not
bro.
respect.
Like,
And then
like
it's not respect.
if you faking, it's corny. Like if you faking, it's corny. You don't even have to do that in corporate no more. You get what I'm saying?
In fact,
Like,
you know what? You're right because
all.
they'll hire you when they say you want to network. They want to get to know you because they like if we can get to know him, like we know ye cool. We can train him on this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We can just train it. And you're right. Like they not trying to get the hey, I come in here and this and this and that. Nah, who are you?
You don't even need a degree to teach no
well,
more.
yeah,
you
well-
get what I'm saying? Like
Nah,
you
you
don't.
don't.
Nah.
With social media,
So it's
everything
like-
is at your hand.
Yeah.
Pouring at your hand on Twitter and everything.
Information,
Like that. People
AI.
talking. The music that's on there.
why
it's
you
like ain't no-
basically if you
yeah,
are
no
addictive
cookie
or
cutter.
have an excessive personality,
Mm-hmm.
it's a dangerous, scary time to be in because
sure.
it's
Well,
nothing you can't get.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
all, at
Exactly.
all.
So your vices can be at your disposal. Like
At the height.
imagine, let's use it as something that's easy and that everybody can get to. Think of when we were 12, 13 years old trying to see titties and shit.
Yeah.
Had to sneak them
Had to
CDs.
sneak,
Yeah.
you had to sneak shit in your pants. You know what I'm saying? You had to go through a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
You know, pull capers to see some titties there. There.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Now imagine you had that same fervor, but it was in your hand. Just wake up and you just put it in because your mama don't know how to put a block on the shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what you like like if you don't understand being having shit in not being excessive, you'll be in that goddamn room all day.
Trying
for
to
sure.
get it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Figure it out.
Going to
Because
work.
you got introduced to something so early and
sure.
it's like, oh shit, and then
No, for sure.
you go down a dark road and your perception of sex is fucked up
It's
now
out of the way.
because you only learned it one way.
That
No,
one
for
way,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But so even when to tie it all the way back into purpose, right?
Yeah.
Like what's going on with the kids. So therefore now you can have a 9-year-old or a 10-year-old and the conversation of sex is not a foreign situation.
yeah,
Like you get what I'm saying? My son 12,
yeah,
we talk about it all the time. He know about condoms, pull out, all of it. You get what I'm saying? It just is what it is because it's right here. So we not even handling the younger generation like kids. You get what I'm saying? We are speaking at a somewhat high level. It's not about your age. It's more so of your intelligent quotient now.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you can receive the information, then you can speak at this level. Like how y'all, it used to be grown folks' business and kids' business.
Yeah.
Which I have a problem with that, but it's not.
There's no real separation.
There's no separation now,
no more.
and the people of the old days can't get with it. And sometimes it's striking to me as well.
And that's why parenting look different.
Yeah, it's real different because you got to. It's there. You get what I'm saying? Like you could.
And
I ain't gonna go there.
And
but
as a parent,
you
I
just
get
see a
what
lot
you're
of
saying.
stuff. You get what I'm
you're
saying?
adapting to their world
Like,
because
yeah,
that's where we going to.
You just see a lot of stuff.
Like my cousins know my tone because I have never changed how I talk to them, even when they was born in 92, 93,
No, for sure.
91, right? So as they was growing up, my tone never changed
No,
to them.
for sure.
I never changed how I talk to them. I mean, I never, like, if I was listening to Screw, they listen to Screw.
No,
You know what I'm
for sure.
saying? I talk to them. And I think what's happening is everybody interpret things different. Like
No,
how
for
you
sure.
all are able to have that extra like the extra pass down to train kids, right?
Mhm.
Some people may have the passion or the ambition to do the same to their own,
Yeah.
but they don't have that skill set to interpret it right.
Yeah.
So they just I'm gonna go buy my kid the Jordans. I'm gonna make sure they watch TV. I'm gonna make sure that. But they still talking to them,
No,
and that's
for
why
sure.
you have those kids that's able to now. I know all about sex, but you
Yeah.
have to understand. You have to you have to understand that moment, but you have to understand like it's still growth in
No.
with
Not
them.
now. We're not teaching them the genesis of it.
Yeah.
we just teaching them how to control.
How to
it.
control.
Yeah,
'cause it's here.
exactly.
But at the same
you-
time, I think we got to embrace the younger generation.
Nah,
Facts.
for sure. You got to meet them where they at.
You gotta
and then
show
you gotta
them
grow.
love.
You got to meet
Gotta
them where
show
they at,
them
and you
love.
got to grow with them. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? They not trying to get to where we at, but if I build a bond, it's just like a friend. You get what I'm saying? We got to build a bond. Okay, I know you for a few weeks, probably a few months. Then I come over to your crib. Then it's like this. Then okay, you need some money. I can look out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can bring a girl to my house because we like that.
Yeah.
It's to the point we ain't friends no more. We family.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's the same situation with the kids.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You got to really break down a lot of barriers, and they don't know. You get what I'm saying? They just living.
Yeah.
More so, as us as adults and as visionaries, we know what it's gonna take.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like how you said, we the tweeners, so we know what the new world takes because we created it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we literally did. So we know what it takes. We know how to work these algorithms. We know how to do all that. So how can I influence this kid? How can I make myself suitable enough to suit this kid? So I got to know what they listening to. I got to know their language. You know, like you got to look what they want to be like. You get what I'm saying? And then once you pull them in, and once you see you have their mind, now I can start telling them the stuff of the
This
old.
when they open to receive the game.
And now, okay, you want to know who taught me this? Man, that's when y'all come about.
Yeah.
And then it just go forth and so on. And there go the village right there.
Yeah.
But it takes one. It takes one that's close to
Can't
open
have
that door.
judge. You can't have judgy eyes.
Nah.
That's what
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what our OGs meant. We didn't have no young OGs doing that. Like not nobody of like that. They'll try to put like a square or something in front of you to try
Yeah.
to tell you to do something positive, but it ain't or like an ex feeling.
Yeah.
Not somebody
what
actually
year was
doing the
around
work.
this?
Yeah, it
'Cause,
would-
you know,
it would
they
have to be
did
one
sweep
extreme.
sometimes. They like the feds came through and locked
No, but what it was, but what he's saying is,
Yes.
unfortunately, back in the day, they had to do they had to take it to one extreme or the other. Meaning, it was somebody that did it completely the right way, or somebody that was a felon or something, and then did it. It's like they didn't show you the person that just did everyday shit, made it their way. Because at the end of the day, that's the one that covers 80% of the population.
Fact.
And we them guys. We them guys for it. You get what I'm saying? You can touch us.
Do y'all see being? And I respect. Like I always say, I want to be an alderman. Y'all think y'all see be a ward? I think it's wardman. Is it alderman? Y'all got aldermen down there, don't you?
What that mean?
Like a
Y'all run the neighborhood.
City council.
Y'all city council.
Like,
Oh yeah, we the crime stoppers.
Yeah.
Like, do y'all ever see y'all ever just being in a position
no,
of
you saying
running
like,
for a
like
council?
basically
yeah.
how would that age?
Yeah, we in
and
that.
how would that evolve?
okay, so
we in that.
So we actually do election.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he's an election judge.
Well, no, I could be an election judge, but I've
He
been
gonna
working
take the job,
I've been
bro.
working the election for like the past 4-5 years. You get
Okay,
what I'm
good,
saying?
good
So
shit.
I actually have the opportunity to be an election judge if I want to. You know what I'm saying? Just so my generation though, I was a life insurance agent out it. So like my generation don't care about that, but if they see me caring about it, they
Right.
will. You know what I'm saying? So I try to put myself.
That's a
in-
good power,
I try to
man.
put myself out there like that. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be just like the coaching stuff. It ain't nothing that we necessarily want to do, but if it's a situation that to where it has to happen,
Yeah.
then why not?
And the reason
You know
I
what
say that is people always look at the presidency. People always look at being a mayor, which is great too. With where Houston going, and then go back to what you were saying about how now Houston just got the transplant, but it keep the Houston culture.
Mhm.
Man, y'all always been a city just like Chicago, a black representation at every level, and the power of just running the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Man, running the neighborhood has
Facts.
so much power. Like a councilman
no.
that has that ward. I mean, I know it's aldermen in some places,
sure.
but like when y'all have that ward one and y'all the councilman of that ward, y'all have 100% access to all the economic growth
for sure.
and all the community service
No.
in there. And
Actually changing from
No,
the inside out.
yeah.
That's the
That's what we
goal.
do.
That's the ultimate
That's the
goal.
ultimate goal,
Whether it be
man.
you or you work with the people in place, it's just that lifeline is actually useful if the right people are in power.
But that's why I
And
say
that's
you
what
got to
we do.
touch the younger generation
That's what
because
we
it's
do.
going crazy.
That's what we
They
do.
gonna keep you going.
Because they only respect what they respect.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Yeah.
When we was coming up, we had if it's an adult, you gotta respect it.
Facts.
Yeah.
That ain't kind of like what they own.
You gotta
know what I'm
earn the
saying?
You gotta
respect.
have that
That's all
flavor.
it matters.
The older
have
Man,
that
they gotta
flavor.
see.
They gotta see
gotta
that.
see.
It's
You
how
gotta
show
see
your-
how
Do
you
y'all
walk.
respect that? Do y'all respect that approach? Or do
Yes.
y'all want
Man, I
to
love
integrate?
it, 'cause
Or do
they
you
wa-
want to integrate? Still respect. He's an elder. He's an adult.
It causes you to filter
look,
the
it's-
realness.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, I'm gonna say it like this: if people have a certain order or a certain expectation that comes with the respect, it allows the sucker shit to not be able to seep through.
No, for
Facts.
sure.
If you got a generation of kids that's gonna call out that bullshit.
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
Perfect example. What's the old boy named Block Boy JB? Came across Twitter. He had hit up a girl, and she was like, "You know, I'm 14." He was like, "I ain't gonna tell nobody."
Oh,
Chill.
Back in the day, that might be something she might be shamed, but to put out because you know what I'm saying, she don't want people coming to
Yeah,
her
kinda
saying
like
you
that,
fast.
yeah.
Or, she just living in her own world, minding her business. She put that nigga on blast. It's like I don't respect you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck if you had a little bit of fame, got a song with Drake.
No.
I don't respect the sucker
As a
shit you
14-year-old,
doing, bro. I'm calling that shit out early.
Bro,
I respect that because that filters
No, yeah,
what's
with that,
acceptable
man,
and what's not going forward.
Man, that don't matter. You get what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like my all thing. Okay, we got a little hint, really a little hint of fame. Yeah, we the Houston Twins, but I'm still amongst my community. Once the kids get over, some of the kids don't even know that we YouTubers until they actually do the homework.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But we don't use that. It don't matter. You get what I'm saying? That's just part of what I'm doing.
right.
Now, actually, who am I? What am I doing as far as in your lifestyle?
Yeah.
Like it's so much access. It's like okay, when you go to high school, you got all this many teams. You got the debate team, chess club. It just depends on which world you want to go in.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like how a football player at some point couldn't respect the basketball player because it was soft, or you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until you actually go in and play the game and you see, okay, no, it takes some coordination and some strength for this.
Yeah.
Or like how dudes look at yoga, that shit hard. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you got to go into that world. So it's, when I'm saying it with the kids, the kids gonna respect what they want to respect. So you just got to find the doors, and they got to be solid niggas within that door.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's just more so about who's in the door.
Who's in the door, man? It's an energy thing.
It's an energy situation. It's a vibe.
It's waves. It's motion. Everything about motion these days. Like in the younger generation, they young and turning. Everything about having some motion. That's more than money. That's more than whatever. You gotta have you some motion. You get what I'm
I feel
saying?
like
Yeah, it's an impact.
I feel like the last thing I want to touch on and just kind of get, and I don't want to rush it. That's why I kind of want to touch it now.
Okay.
Is what's the ultimate? What does success look like? Because I feel like you got to speak that into the universe. So it has to be very visually.
I was saying this back in the
He's-
cap. I
he's
used to pray
already-
for it. I used to pray for it when I was
He
thinking about dropping out in college and everything, bro. I want to make money of being myself. And this is the first time in history you could actually see that.
Yeah.
You could actually turn yourself into a spectacle, and it could be monetized through your personality. And it's still, you still got to look at it like, take yourself as like a business.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? We have a world where you could do that. You don't have to work in a cubicle or go to somebody's college and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a world to where, like, if you consistent in this world, you can become whoever you want to be.
Yeah.
And you can sustain
I have a dream.
I have a
There you
dream.
go. Nah, but making money out being yourself is what success look like to me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you waking up every day and dreading what you're doing on something, I don't think you're happy.
I feel
You
that.
get what I'm saying? So that's what I don't think you're successful.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And so you could do that. You get what I'm saying?
And to piggyback off Day, I think it take a team.
Yeah.
It take a village, brother. For me personally, a lot of confidence. I had lost a lot of confidence losing one of our best friends.
Yeah.
So I stepped out of my comfort zone and I ended up getting into a shell. But when you got friends, people who really love you, see something in you, man, and that's the best thing about it.
Yeah, because you still understand your value and your worth.
You understand
Because
your
if you don't
value
have anybody to
To
pour
share with.
or actually let you know your worth,
I'm
you
not-
know,
when
you
you-
start sleeping on it.
Man, when you got some, like these dudes, when you dealing with them, oh, nah, you gotta, it's a step. It's just how we step, man. When you got them pushing you and pushing you and pushing you, you ain't got no choice but to come out. And I'm like, okay, let's do it, bro.
Yeah.
And it ain't just because you want to do it. It's, man, we riding in the car. He said, Davion said, do you believe?
Yeah.
But he serious, though.
Yeah.
Like, I had to see he was serious after the second one when he pointed at me like, nah, do you believe? Like,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna go unless you believe.
Straight
Come
up.
back. I believe that all this finna go. Everything we doing right now is gonna go. We finna blow up. ATM so SWAVE. Shout out church. Shout out.
It looks crazy, though.
Whole gang.
You know what I'm saying? It looks crazy when somebody has that strong of a belief to somebody who don't believe.
Who don't believe
Nah,
in
facts.
themselves.
It like so
Like
you
what
just
Prime
have to be
saying.
willing to just look crazy to the masses until they get it. Like till they catch up. Like that's like you touched on Dion. Like that's what's the gravitational pull to Dion.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna do it my way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make y'all uncomfortable, shake this shit up, but it's gonna bend to me because the times now lead to more my manner with the way it being damn near free agency now and the portal. Like shit can make a change quick. So the leverage of this white coach or this straight laced coach is not there. You can't just break me down, and I don't have the option to go
And
somewhere.
then
So-
our phenomenons, Charleston White,
Yeah.
Kevin
Right.
Samuels, straight people that's straight shooters.
Yeah.
Man, dude, that's what people want. Even a child want that. The best thing you give somebody
to 'em
today
raw.
is the truth.
But
And you got to be being yourself with it.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know
But
what
to
I'm
take it back to the beginning, it's your purpose.
yeah.
God places certain people in your life for a reason.
Yeah,
for
It's their
sure.
purpose. You know what I'm saying? We all got a purpose we got to fulfill in life.
Yeah.
Man, that's why I'm glad that y'all pulled up because I felt like, you know, we have our deep talks and all that, but I think
We don't never hear from.
hearing on the way.
It's kind of
Youngins.
like
Yeah.
not hearing it from not hearing it from y'all. I realize we just been talking to ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? And to hear from like y'all perspective and hear y'all generation.
It's a different
refreshing.
take on it
It's
because
real refreshing,
it
man.
becomes a
Shut y'all.
vacuum.
Yeah.
It becomes a vacuum or echo chamber if you just stuck in one generation because it's like it's almost like you just hearing what you want to hear versus what needs to be heard.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because it's a world outside your neighborhood. You get what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
You
No,
know,
for
so
sure.
you have to be willing to step into other neighborhoods, other generations. Because I feel like that's how you really enrich yourself.
No, for
Man.
sure.
You gotta be
You have to
touchable.
be scalable as a person.
No,
you gotta be touchable.
and that's really what that is. When it like with me, when it comes down to what we're doing with the ATM so SWAVE situation, correct? Like, okay, how they both have their definitions of success, like how we said is all God's work. You get what I'm saying? So, and me, I'm the visionary of the SWAVE shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? The narrator.
Yeah.
So I gotta nail it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'm to the point to where I'm not the actual player on the field. I'm more so the offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I got to make sure that this shit is executed properly.
Yeah.
So that mean, you know, sometimes I got to be the asshole to some of my partners.
Yeah.
If one of them is slipping, like nobody ain't gonna say it. We got to say it. You
Yeah.
get what I'm
Ain't
saying? And nigga, if I'm slipping, I need y'all to tell me because I got to be on point because nigga, I'm one of the faces of this shit. So we can't have it like
slip.
that. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's about having access as far as success, like having access, but being able to be like, I can call this person right here. That's my little bro right here. He got this.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, think about God. not comparing ourselves, but we gods in our own right. But when y'all think of God, y'all don't think of money. But if he was to come down here, everything free for him. You get what I'm saying? So you just building up your own world. Yeah. And when it comes down to the Swavely place, when it comes down to this, it's just us building. Man, it is what it is, and we have generations among generations among generations. Therefore, our names as the forefathers of the slave shit, it'll never be forgotten. Yeah. All we have to do is just continue to put our chip and our relevance and our influence and our information and our spirit into it, and then it's got to go. It's a recipe. It's gumbo. It's sugar, spice, everything nice. You got to have it. You get what I'm saying? So you got to put that flavor off in that motherfucker, and it's got to be suitable and packaged up to where people going to like it. You got to see it first. Digest it. So it's got to look like something. It's got to feel. You the crack. It's got to look like something, feel like something, and it's got to move. And you get what I'm saying? That shit got to hit.
So you got to. So basically, because you don't want to give them too much of the sauce. You gotta let them also know where they can continuously get their hits. You feel me? Because our demographic might not be our demographic.
I know I know what he tried to do. He did that. I know what he tried to do. He tried to do that one.
What?
He tried to tap in on the Tubi shit.
No, the reason I say it, I actually was letting them know where they could follow the movement. That's what I was talking about.
Facts. I ain't gonna lie. Like our biggest platform right now, like if you want to check out us in the game, that's the Houston Twinz YouTube page, Houston Twinz with a Z. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. And if you're a basketball fan and you like the community side of us, go check out Level 1 Elite Basketball on the
Instagram?
On Instagram.
Yeah, L1 Basketball on Instagram.
L1 Basketball on Instagram. But that's where we at with that.
I wasn't even gonna put y'all on blast. But since y'all said it, hey, we got some Tubi superstars in the building. And that's a trophy. I told them they was trying to sleep, bro. That's a trophy. When you get on the Tubi screen in the hood, that's a trophy, bro.
Y'all acting on Tubi?
Yeah, they got drunk. They got real lines.
Them boys going crazy.
Shout out Drip Production, man.
Shout out Drip.
Hey, you know what? That's crazy because my little bro in Chicago, they Tubi, y'all generation, y'all doing that Tubi. Y'all serious, and y'all serious about it too. Y'all have that platform to do it.
Anytime you can execute something that's being consumed by the masses, that's a win.
It's crazy how that happened. But we were just people just shooting, bro. We didn't know it had got picked up by Prime Video first. But that was just a original YouTube series. We just doing it because we do YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And that was just a situation to where like he wrote a script, and we just did it. Shout out to
let them know the movie.
Introspect. Introspect is on Tubi, on Prime Video, and his full version is on YouTube too, on Drip Production.
But even how that came about, that's a community within itself. You get what I'm saying? Like through the connection that us and Drip got through shooting and stuff like that. Now he shoots the gang videos. You get what I'm saying? And we actually built up our own community. Like there's a few people in those movies that like everybody grew together. You get what I'm saying? So now to the point to where it's moving on this major platform like Tubi.
Cause we didn't know that was coming.
Nobody knew that was coming. You get what I'm saying? It was just a checkpoint. So just like everything else, like how we say, like the key thing in SWAVE with me as far as with the acronym is the versatility. You just gotta stand. You gotta stand in the nigga face. You gotta stand in their face, regardless if it's anything. You get what I'm saying? But it makes sure it's for the proper reasons. Rather, it's giving a feeling. You get what I'm saying? Like inflict feeling. Like you get what I'm saying? Have some type of impact. So due to the simple fact that my kids could say that they coach on Tubi, damn, you get what I'm saying? Or girls could say, oh yeah, my nigga on Tubi. Like, okay, cool. Like you get what I'm saying? But that's not how we look at it. We just doing what we supposed to be doing. God working with us right now. It ain't. We just where he places us.
Man, last but not least, let everybody know. Y'all personal pages where they could tap in.
Okay. Swaveway Day 11 on Instagram right now, and actually on TikTok we got a TikTok we got to get on Houston Twinz. It go crazy.
Twinz getting jiggy.
Yeah. I do my little dance and stuff on there. You know what I'm saying?
Man, y'all really be busy. I done listen to y'all. Y'all done tapped in. Y'all tapped in on every social media except for X. Everybody, I think.
No, I'm on X.
You on X? How is it?
That's
compared to everything.
I still utilize it as Twitter, but it's a porn site. But I still utilize it for Twitter, like the diary and stuff like like that. Like,
Okay,
thoughts
okay.
but sometimes I just use it, go back. That's motivation. Like if I imagine when we was talking about the SWAVE stuff, right? Like we was really putting that on Twitter in like 2015,
so going back,
2016.
It put the battery
Just plug it back in. I go back into that kid who I was. You get what I'm saying? And that's why I tell everybody, don't delete your catalog.
Yeah.
Like from your pictures and everything on Instagram, that's proof that you was there in that moment. You get what I'm saying? This is your story.
Don't cleanse it.
This is your book.
Let them see the evolution.
bro.
Man, whole gang going crazy though.
and
The whole team.
Nah, bro, it's slow cooking. You know, like how grandma cooking is, and ain't none of that fast food shit or none of that microwavable shit. It's slow cooking. You know that one on Sunday
that's
where you
always-
can
Gotta give it
smell it.
lasting
That's the
power.
best approach,
Yeah,
man.
you can smell it all day and to make everybody full when the product is finished. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then once that, you can't look for it. You can't wait till next Sunday and the Sunday after that. But every Sunday, you noticing that place getting bigger, the house getting fuller.
Yep.
If that's a word, excuse my grammar, but the house getting full. So we just bringing everybody in. It's just flavor. You get what I'm saying? It's a good taste. It's a good look. And it's a good vibe. You get what I'm saying? It ain't,
Great way to put it,
Yeah,
bro.
strictly player shit over here.
Yeah,
Sway
yeah.
shit.
Players.
man.
Part of my
Let them
players,
know where they
baby.
can find you, bro.
You can find me on Instagram at _.b.hayes. Kicking real player shit. Finna drop the Crime Stopper video with my boy Is Just Tim.
For sure.
Shout out whole gang, Lil J, Baby J, ATM Low.
Shout out to my boy, Baby J. Papa Baby.
Man,
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
Lil bro.
Nah, I gotta have them on
then
here.
I got to shout out my YouTube family too, because without us collabing with them early on, the movement wouldn't be out to the masses like it is. So the Pretty Girl Chances, the Robin Alleys, Neb Network, everybody. You get what I'm saying? Lex and Jack, all them. Anybody who we collab did coming up to where our subscriber count to where is at, to where we even have a platform to push. Carmen and Corey and all of them type of people. Everybody who moved to Houston, who made Houston the new Hollywood and everything like that. I appreciate everybody who opened that door for
for
us.
sure.
Facts.
For sure.
Yeah, now
Man.
they gotta kick the dough down
Now
for
they
them
gotta
sway
kick
away
the dough
players.
down. Facts.
Yeah, it's
Man,
all the
I
time.
really want to be on the Tubi movie. I just want to be. I like a convenient.
He want to play a cop.
I'm right.
Nah, I ain't gonna be no
I
cop.
got-
I ain't gonna be
I got one written right now.
Like I want to either be like the convenience store guy that you come to,
He not hearing what I'm
Nate,
saying.
sitting on the porch. You know
I
what I'm saying?
I can see you being Mr.
He not
Stanley.
hearing what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
He
Something
say
like
he got one for
I got
you.
one.
Bet, man.
Yeah, it's wrote.
Well, shit. When you ready to produce it,
I'll
give me the
let you know.
script. Let me
I'll
read.
let you know. Just don't flake on me when it
All
gets
right,
time.
Hey, you
I'll
gotta
ride down
come to
there.
the city, bro.
Yeah,
He
just
gonna
let me
put
know.
you
You
in,
gotta
bro.
give me.
Man,
I'm gonna price it.
yeah.
I need to know what attire I need.
Yeah.
all that shit.
Hold on, messing-
Under one condition though.
What?
Like, in order for you to play that type of role, you got to live how we living for at least a week.
You gotta come do research.
Cause
Nah.
look, with this, you
Man.
once you come into this
Man.
world, it's your obligation now to tell people what this shit like.
Hey, like I mean, when you say live with y'all, like I can just pull up. I don't have to stay with y'all.
Nah, you ain't gotta
Nah,
stay.
you
You
ain't
ain't
gotta
gonna
stay.
leave.
Stay
You
up
ain't gonna-
there.
But like, I'm
He
a-
said, I can't stay up on
and like,
your
I just come
hours,
down there
bro.
for a week and spend 8, 10, 12 hours with y'all. But I go
I'm
to
a-
my own shit or
Yeah.
in my own house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
okay,
just say this though: this life we live contagious.
Nah, for sure.
Nah, I think I'm gonna like the vibe. I like the vibe. Fuck it, I'm with it.
It's gonna be a real. It's
He
gonna
be
be a
itching to
real.
get to the city.
All
So
right, I'm
he
gonna
gonna
say
come
it.
back.
Yeah.
This is why I'm gonna say: if I do the crime, fuck the time, baby, I'm doing the race.
Nah, for real.
Now, can we do that though? Like, can we do that on the way out, man? I ain't
No,
gonna
we
lie, my boy.
while you playing, I already gave him Crime Stopper. So you know,
we
it's
gonna
fine.
do Crime
Crime
Stoppers.
Stoppers.
Okay,
You
we
know
gonna
what I'm
do
saying? I
Crime
want to
Stoppers.
appreciate y'all boys coming up 45.
Man, I appreciate
my
you know.
blood brothers
Sometimes
in
we
the
don't want y'all to feel like y'all obligated to be artists up here and play y'all music. I just wanted to get to know y'all, but I did want to
Man,
get
it's
the music.
all love. But look, I'm gonna tell you like this, cause we the first ones to be here and this gonna air off here. I promise you, the work we finna put in, we going on the big screen. Shout out the whole gang, ATM So
Already
Sway,
there.
BIP Trail, SIP Lou, the whole gang,
Nah,
everybody
for shit, show.
Going up, man.
All the fallen soldiers.
for sure.
You know, it's real. It's standing for something. No sway niggas. be on
Oh,
top.
and then hold on. Then let me do this real quick. I'm finna tell my age though. Hey man, look, our 10-year coming up, bro. I'm the
Jay White.
Look, yeah. Shout out to
Jay
Jack X,
White,
man.
yeah, I forgot.
We all state champions in here. That's the quarterback. You know, they our district and stuff over there. You know, I did my
All
thing.
states,
Yeah.
man. All states,
But
man.
either way it go,
State Farm.
I'm the class president. So I'm doing my 10. I'm planning my 10-year reunion and stuff right now.
Want y'all to pull
So
up, bring the babies.
Shout out to class of
Bring them.
2014. Bring the family out, man. You know how
Yeah,
we doing.
man.
We got the barbecue and all, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, we got it all. Sway play players taking donations, level one basketball taking donations. If y'all feeling good, we gonna let y'all know. If y'all ever come out to Houston, y'all want a good time, y'all want to see some good basketball or just have good vibes, fuck with me.
Tap in.
Fuck with us.
And shout out you boys for having us here, man. I appreciate y'all.
Man, and shout out to that boy
Love.
D-Boy and Flimmer Ratchet. You know, they being fathers of the decade today, you know what I'm saying? So they couldn't pull up, but you know, they always here in spirit.
Yes,
Man, it's good. You know, hey Spider, you know, you could put bring in the music. What you gonna hear is the boy B Hayes and Crime Stopper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give it the swag move.
Let's get it, man.
It's your boy Antoine the Source.
Man, it's knowledge, man.
We out of here.
What's up, man? Appreciate y'all.
Already.
If I do the crime, fuck the time, baby, I'm doing the race. She say, come here, no plan B, put the kids all on her face. Living lavish on the daily, got all these bitches trying to rape me.
Hey, man, it sound like that Pierre. Pierre Bowen.
You gotta get jiggy on him.
I gotta get away. For the ones like she all in her feelings, so I gotta go away. For the ones like she all in her
Shout out to your sister, man.
I gotta get away. For the ones like she gon' overthink it. For the ones like she all in her mind about it. I keep some money like breast shorts. I feel like I ain't got no time without it. Please don't get me and her mixed up. Now you can paint glass to diamonds. My bitch bad to find. She pay for the pussy, I tell her it's priceless. I get away, hurricane ISIS. I gotta scream and swear it's a crisis. I gotta woo, sound like the op, tell her to move. I can't nothing inside you. No,
Yeah.
I'm clean like I'm straight out the wash.
Hey, for real. Hey, this shit hot.
Yeah, we going crazy. We on the way to the top.
Feel like I get fly and high. I give it life, I'm a ivy.
I spice it up.
I stretch it out, Pilates. She drugging it, little wanna fuck off the side. I hit her once, that's forever my body. Even when she get rocky.
If I do the crime, fuck the time, baby, I'm doing the race. She say, come here, no plan B. Put the kids all on her face. Living lavish on the daily. Got all these bitches trying to rape me. Ain't sorry, but I can't do no dating. Fuck her once, now she all in her feelings, so I gotta be this way. Fuck her once, now she all in her feelings in a hurry, I gotta get away. Get up out of there. Fuck her once, now she all in her feelings in
Hey.
I gotta get up out of there.
Kids on her face. Throat baby.
Yeah. She asked for it. Sway, where, no way, man. Yeah.